Welcome everybody. One of the things that I like to tell my students is how to ship items and the correct way of doing so. You probably thought, hey, I'm shipping, I'm making money, and how is there a correct and an incorrect way of doing it? Let me show you what's the correct method of shipping things and how to do it. First off, of course, as you know, you need a box to ship the item with. Now, a lot of you guys probably think, hey, where can I get those boxes? Well, here's the secret, and here's where I get all my boxes. I don't pay for any of those shipping boxes. First of all, I recycle them. When somebody ships something to me, I keep the box and I reuse it. And then I also sometimes like to ask friends and neighbors and anybody else who I know of and tell them, hey, if you have an extra box, just give it to me instead of throwing it out. So I just keep a bunch of them because you never know which one is going to be useful for the next item you'll be shipping. Also, if I buy Lego sets, and I do buy a lot of them, you get this already pre-made very nice box, and you can reuse this as a shipping box. All you have to do is just flip it around and create a shipping box with it. So what I actually do is I measure it and I create a lot of shipping boxes. You see, this is a Lego shipping box. So inside of it you can see the Lego things. So I don't throw those away either. I reuse them. This is the way for you to make money and save money on shipping supplies. Now, when you're going to be shipping items, you need to put something to protect the items with. And I suggest those kind of peanuts. There's all kinds of different ones to use. There's peanuts, there's the bubble wraps, and I really like the bubble wraps too. It all depends on what kind of item you'll be shipping. If it's something that might break, you want to use a lot of those things. And you can buy those at Staples on the store, or sometimes you get them from friends or family or anyone else. Sometimes you can get them from stores such as Walmart or Target. And when they just throw out a bunch of those boxes, you just ask them, can I have boxes you don't need? And they sometimes just give it to me. That's only one of them, so I'll show you a different kind of item that you can use to ship. This is bubble wraps, and those are kind of there is a lot of air inside of them. Those are the bigger ones, and you can use them as well if you ship something very heavy. This works a lot better for you to ship. Now, sometimes this doesn't even work pretty good, and as you can see, I have a huge package here of very small bubble wraps. So I do buy those because a lot of times I do run out of them, but they're very convenient and small. Those are small bubbles right here, and you can just slip them up and use them for a lot of shipping supplies. And I do ship a lot of items. When you ship a lot of items, you want to have a bunch of things that you can use. Let me show you other things that I have as well for you to package items too. So when it comes to you shipping things, keep in mind that the post office in the United States does have the pre-made shipping packages, and all you have to do is just get them. They don't cost you any additional money. They're free. They just give it to you. But the only catch is it's a lot more expensive to mail things using those shipping labels and supplies. The reason for that, they mark them up because they're giving you a free package. This is why I prefer not to use them unless I really have to. And sometimes you do save money when it's something exceptionally heavy, but a lot of times I like to use my own boxes because it's gonna save me money. Because if you ship a little bit, it doesn't matter, but if you ship hundreds of different packages, and if you're going to be shipping thousands of them, every one of those few cents is going to add up to a bunch of money at the end. So you're going to be wasting a huge amount of money if you're not careful. Here's other things that you can use to ship an item with. Of course, my personal favorite is this is just like paper. You can just get a bunch of paper rolls, or some people even use newspaper, and to make like small what you do is like you make like small things that look like this, and you put them in. And if you put a bunch of those in, they actually work pretty well to ship items with. So you can do that. This is the cheap way to really ship items. And I like to use the white ones because they look more professional. But some people who really don't have money, they get the newspapers and they just wrap them up and use that as well, because it's also effective. And lastly, my favorite one, of course, is the peanuts. And the peanuts themselves, sometimes they do come with it. You can buy a bunch of them, and they're really cool because you can fit all kinds of things into them, and they are probably one of the best things that you can use to ship most items with, because they give you the most protection for you. Therefore, I highly suggest that you get all kinds of different ways to ship and protect your items, because you just never know which one is going to be the best one for you.